The RX 7900 XT is going to last anyone a very long time, especially if their main focus is to play games at 1440p max settings at high frame rates. Starting with the looks, the XFX Speedster MERC 310 has a grilled whitish backplate that has a nice contrast to the black fan shroud. The backplate contrasts the PCB to dissipate heat from the card's rear, whereas many other cards only use it purely for aesthetics. There is almost no RGB on the card, which may be a positive for some and a negative for others. This way, the card does not catch anyone's attention due to its simplistic design, and XFX has worked well into making it feel premium. The RX 7900 XT has 20GB of GDDR6 VRAM that is connected to a 320-bit bus. The final bandwidth of the GPU is a staggering 800GB per second, which is more than enough for easy 4K gaming. Of course, the downside to this is the power consumption during gaming. The GPU can consume about 300 watts of power. Performance-wise, the GPU is top-notch and can play almost any game at 4K. Cyberpunk 2077 runs at around 70 frames per second at 4K with high graphic settings, so you can expect to play any game at 4K without any issues. Where this card truly shines is in 1440p, whereas in Cyberpunk 2077 it can produce more than 120 frames per second on average. Similarly, esports gaming is incredible, and the RX 7900 XT can play games like Counter-Strike 2 at 1440p and produce 120 frames per second on average at the maximum quality settings. Another plus point is that it can also do AV1 encoding, and the upgraded media engine makes it a very capable card for editing videos, even in 4K 10-bit. The RX 7900 XT has come down a lot in price, which makes the decision of choosing it much easier, especially for gaming. In terms of rasterization performance, it sits right between the RTX 4070 Ti and the RTX 4080, and on many occasions it is very close in performance to the RTX 4080. NVIDIA has a big advantage over AMD in terms of ray tracing, where the RX 7900 XT can only trade blows with the RTX 4070. Where the RTX 7900 XT does have an advantage is its massive VRAM of 20GB compared to the 12GB of the RTX 4070 and 4070 Ti, and the 16GB of the RTX 4080. This makes the RX 7900 XT much more flexible when it comes to ray tracing or 4K gaming, with ultra-high quality textures which can consume almost 14GB of VRAM at times. All in all, the RX 7900 XT is a solid card with exceptional performance. It is already an excellent card for 1440p or 4K, and its massive 20GB VRAM will help it last a very long time. To sum up what I like is the massive 20GB VRAM, the excellent 1440p and 4K raster performance, and it's great for 4K video editing. On the downside, inconsistent ray tracing performance. Our rating for PCB design is 8 out of 10. Performance, 9 out of 10. Aesthetics and cooler design, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10.